Hi there. So just a few things about nail prep before we get started. I always prep my nails with one of these squares. You don't have to, but I think it just helps it lay nicer, especially when you're using the solid strips. Every packet also comes with 2 nail prep pads. It's just an alcohol wipe. I always use that first. It's super important to take off any lotion or gels or anything that might be on your nail bed, and that also helps them adhere a little bit better. So in every packet, there are 2 sets of 8 strips. Each end is a little different shape, so you can find the one that's right for your finger. I tend to have larger size nail beds, so I use the ones on the right. This tiny one I always save for my toe because my fingers are too big. First, when you take the strip, make sure you peel off the top plastic part. A lot of people forget to do that, so sometimes it feels a little plasticky. And then, when I apply, I always just start in the middle. It's going to be hard with this angle with the camera, but I start in the middle. I press from the center, and then I kind of pull down the side of my skin to press the nail polish around. This one actually fits my pinky perfect. So instead of using a file to pull off the excess, I just use my thumbnail because I think it makes a super clean line. And you don't worry about the file kind of eating up the edge. And then that's all I do. I press down the edges. You want to make sure you don't get any polish on your skin, not because it's bad, but just because as it dries, it's going to lift as it grows out too. So that's really all I do. If you can see the tip, it's not going to, there. The tip, yeah, no. Okay, so the tip, sometimes I just, let me use the other half of this so I can try to show you again. So, press it in the middle. This is going to be a little bit big, but I can also show you what I do with that as well. Oh, actually it's not. But if it's big, I take an orange stick and then I just press down on the sides, and that'll also help get off any excess. So I'll try to show you again on this. So I like to wrap it around the top of my nail, just because I think having a little polish at the tip is good for longevity. And then if there's a little bit left over, a lot of people file it off, but I leave it and let it sit for about 20 minutes before I go back and file it, just, to help it adhere a little bit better onto my nail. I'll show you what I meant by doubling up on a strip as well. I'm going to do an accent nail on my ring finger that sparkles a little. So to help it last a little bit longer as well, oh, I didn't quite get that right. Let me try again. Okay. And these are stretchable if you have the glitter, especially the thicker glitter. If it doesn't quite fit your nail, you can stretch a little bit if you need to. I just use my thumb again to do the end. And then to double it up, to make it last a little longer as well. This is what I meant in my text. And it's just like putting a double coat. And then if you have extra, I'm not sure how long your nails are, but I usually save these pieces here because this is the perfect size for like my toenail. So I cut those down to use on my toes, and then the larger size of the strips, a lot of people use those on their toenails as well. Okay, so I put it on pause and went ahead and finished my nails except for the thumb. I always work from the outside in, and I do the thumbs last because it's easier the way that I, let me see if I can focus that there, the way that I pull it off. So we'll just push down the sides there. This is the last one to do. So if you can see my packet over here, I still have quite a bit of nails left over since they're shorter and I can get 2 in 1. So I have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 left over. I would normally have 11 left over, but I put those accent nails on my ring fingers. So I just go back and clean up little parts of it. Most of it I'm going to leave until it dries a little bit and go back. I like to use a glass file, nail file when it's designs like this, but I don't happen to have it with me, so I would show you otherwise. But I did want to just show you, like here, this was a little bit big, focus, a little bit big for my thumb. So I would just go in with the orange stick and just kind of push at it until it breaks away, because you don't want to pull too hard or the design, but it's really forgiving once you're comfortable working with them. And then after I'm done, I just go back with the other alcohol wipe, and I don't know if this makes a difference or not, but I've been doing it and it works, so I keep doing it. But it's basically just, I think, to seal it in and take off any dust or anything that was in there that could get it to maybe lift. So that's it. That's all there is to it. Let me know if you have any other questions.